Hi, everybody. It's Colette Baron Reed. Welcome to this week's Oracle Card Guidance and Lesson. And we're doing something different this week. Still 7 cards, only this time what I'd like you to check out and see which of these crystals you feel drawn to. You're going to pick one. You're either going to pick quartz, black tourmaline, chrysocolla, pyrite, selenite, aqua aura, or rose quartz. So you see how these are here? Pick a card and that'll be a special extra card for you. Right now, I'm going to talk about the entire weather report by turning over all the 7 cards and telling you the story of what we might all be experiencing this week in regards to the question, what do we all need to know and to do and to think about and to experience in order for us to stay in alignment with the highest good. We don't always know what that is, but the cards do. So here we go. Card number 1. Now we're going to go this way. It's a burst of magic. I love this and it's perfect. So a burst of magic is all about having an epiphany. So all of us are going to have a light bulb moment this week. We don't know what it's going to be because it's going to be maybe different between me or you, but bottom line is something is going to be awakened. Actually, if you look at the astrology for this time of year too, there's a lot going on and there's a lot of epiphanies that have been predicted. So I'm sure this is saying, oh, wow, something has now lit up in me and I finally got it. And so that has changed us. Epiphanies change us in that instant moment, just like that. Now, the second card tells us more about what that epiphany is. And it's called Awakening Genius. Now, the first one, by the way, too, was related to the energy story that we tell about our relationship to spirit, right? So there's this spiritual moment of epiphany. And this one relates to how we express ourselves. And this is Awakening Genius. So Awakening Genius is all about knowing that there is a part of us that is directly connected to the divine and operates through us. So if we rely on that genius, that inspiration that comes to us, then we know, and that's actually directly related to the epiphany, right? Then we know that we can follow through on it. Right? Having an epiphany and just sitting there is like being an armchair astronaut. Like you're not going anywhere. You're just going to sit there and go, oh yeah. But this says, oh, I can actually do something with this information that is going to be for the highest good of everybody. Now, the next card is the Oracle's Gift, and that is about our intuition. And just in a nutshell, this says that you are your own oracle. We are all, the world is ensouled and it is alive, and therefore it too can be our oracle. And the very fact is that when this epiphany and this connection to your genius starts to unfold this week, you're going to be noticing a lot of signs and symbols and omens and cledons and all kinds of ways in which the synchronicities of the world speak to you. This is very cool. Loving this. And willing release. I love this here. This is also about your relationship to spirituality, because this card talks about letting go the form. And so when you are releasing your expectations and the form of which, your epiphany and your genius and the result of that, there's an expectation that all of us have at times. Oh, it's got to look like this. But it may not. And so this is the willing release of, okay, I'm going to surrender the form. I'm going to work on the essence of this. I'm going to really know how this feels. And then I'm going to trust my relationship to spirit, really trust and have faith that the form that arises is going to be the right one for me or for all of us, right? Hey everybody, it's time for a break. Did you join last week's Magic of Journaling webinar that I did for free? If you didn't, there's a replay and you can watch it. Just click on the link and you're going to see it. And for everybody else, subscribe to my channel and leave a message. We love reading them. Mwah. Okay, next, this is great. Again, around communication. Ears wide open is about deep listening to others. Do we listen, or are we talking over them? Do we really hear what people are saying? Can we listen to ideas that are not the same as our own without making judgments that they're wrong? This is a really tough one this week. It's a tough one, period. But it is the requisition that all of us need to at least listen a little more and not think everything is just spoken in an echo chamber when everyone else is agreeing. This is really about how can we meet others? How can we listen to others? How can we listen to what others aren't saying also because they're too scared to say it? So this is really, really here about connecting to others and being willing to hear them. Okay, and the next one, oh, this is great. So, and that takes courage, right? So this is about courage. This is the third energy conversation that we have, all about our identity and who we are in terms of how we manage our personal power and our worthiness and self-esteem. So this one says, hey, you know what? You might need some courage. It's not always easy to hear things from other people that might trigger you or might feel like, oh, wow, I didn't get that yet. Or maybe even to make you think that, okay, I have to rethink that. Nobody wants to feel that they're wrong. So here's the deal. It's not about judgment at all. It's about having the courage to listen. Even if you go backwards from this card here, start from here, you go, there's an epiphany, then you have this inspired genius, trusting that the universe is going to speak to you through so many different ways, and it will because there's synchronicities coming this week. And then you have to surrender the form because it may not look the same as what you think. And then you're being required to listen to other people when you really only want to listen to yourself sometimes. But it's like, okay, I got to open my sphere of availability and listen and maybe learn something I didn't know and have the courage to admit that you didn't know it, or even having the courage to reach across the aisle, possibly. I don't know, because we'll see what the last card is. Now, for the last card, there you go. It's Grand Symphony. It is about togetherness. I want to read this last card. So the key concepts of this, and if you picked this, you're getting the extra treat that I read the card to you. So it talks about inclusivity, being part of the whole, removing bias, seeing the interconnectedness of all, knowing that everything you do has a consequence. It talks about unity consciousness and the end of division. Whoa, this is why I wanted to read it, okay? Especially if we're having a little trouble on those two cards. As human beings, we have a tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. This perception is the root of the cosmic joke played upon us all. Although our five senses and intellects can help us manage our experiences in the material world, and our intuition helps us navigate the invisible, we still struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit into the whole. Now, you're facing a paradox today. You need to focus on being your unique self. I should have said we're all facing the paradox today, but anyway. For only you can bring your own special harmony to the symphony of the world. But equally, you need to learn to be selfless and put we before me, seeing yourself as part of the consciousness that unifies us all. You are being invited to step back and see the bigger picture until your individual part on the world stage disappears and blends with the glory of all life. So cool. It's kind of a paradox. Like, we have to be the best me, but we need to do it in service to the we, right? So it's true that who you are and what you do counts in far-reaching ways. Consider this, though, when you listen to music, it's the whole, not any single note on its own, that makes the song come alive. So let's refer back to these cards here, where we talk about being in an echo chamber and only listening to people that tell us what we want to hear or agree with us and have the same agenda as us. So this is really like the courage to go past that and go get outside of that little tiny place and go, okay, maybe I could hear the whole song instead of just the notes I'm playing and the people that I like are playing. So today, ask yourself, can you be part of something bigger? Can you put the principles and needs of the group above your own wants? Can you fully embrace the concept of unity and diversity by celebrating all the notes in the symphony? If so, you will indeed be wise, and whatever you are dreaming about will be fulfilled beyond your wildest hopes. It's time to do your part to sing in harmony with others. Stay in tune and learn the new harmonies and notes. Such sweetness will arise. I remember when I was in school and I joined the band, they gave me the tuba. Okay? Like, who the heck wants to play a tuba? I really wanted to play the violin or like the flute or something. No, I got the tuba. I didn't want to hear the tuba. I didn't want the tuba. I just didn't want the tuba. So it was like I would tune it out when I would be looking at learning the music, and then I realized, no, the tuba is just as important. So I was like, boom, boom, boom. So that was my note that I had to play in the particular symphony that I was enjoying, which I eventually enjoyed once I was willing to hear how it could fit into the rest of it. So it's kind of, that's a silly metaphor, but if we look at this with a little bit more lightheartedness, isn't it true that we tend to only want to hear the parts that we want to hear? And yet it's in music, and when we listen to music, we listen to a song, we hear all the parts together. That's what makes it beautiful. Anyway, what a great reading. And I will see you next time. Take care. Okay, if you like this video, like my page, share this with your friends, leave me a comment. I love reading them. And I'll see you next time. Take care.